Coping with Tre Tailor, giving you info and advice to help you thrive and survive in life, because we'll always be coping with something. Coping.
Hey there, happy Thursday. I'm Tre Tailor, and you are watching Coping. I'm Tre Tailor, and we're giving you info and advice to help you thrive and survive in life, because we will always be coping with something. Today, we're coping with community. Jonnieka Farr and Jonnieka Oliver join us to share the vision they launched to connect families and seniors to community resources. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for
Thank you for
having
having
me.
us.
Absolutely. It's the Northeast Columbia Empowerment Coalition. We'll talk about that and more coming up next on Coping. I'm Tre Tailor. But first, your community updates. South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster and Democratic challenger Tim Cunningham debated for the only time last night ahead of the November election. The candidates argued about same-sex marriage, abortion, and legalized marijuana. If McMaster is reelected and serves a full second term, he'd become the longest-serving governor in state history. That after finishing out former Governor Nikki Haley's final term after she took a post in the Trump administration. Cunningham is seeking to become South Carolina's first Democratic governor in 2 decades. Richland School District 2 has partnered with Brooklyn Baptist Church Northeast to launch the Family Assistance Fund. This will provide students meals at school and to take home over the weekend. The community-supported program typically serves about 700 students each week. And congratulations to the Benedict College Tigers. They're celebrating a historic 8-0 winning streak as the school heads into homecoming, ranking the team third among all HBCU schools, including Division I programs. Parades, an Alumni Hall of Fame induction program tonight, concerts, and all types of activities are going on this week for homecoming. For more information about homecoming at Benedict College, visit the school's website. SCDHEC has your most up-to-date list of times, dates, and locations for flu shots, also COVID testing and COVID vaccination. Visit scdhec.gov. Speaking of flu shots, Prisma Health is doing flu shots in the Midlands and the Upstate through the end of the month. You can check the screen for more details. As a matter of fact, everything that I'm getting ready to share with you, all of the information will be scrolling at the bottom of the screen. So please continue to post and share so we can get the message to the masses. COVID vaccines for vets are being handled at the VA. Also, you'll see information on the screen and on the scroll at the bottom throughout the show about the retail outlets that are offering COVID vaccines and testing, including Kroger pharmacies, Walgreens, and the CVSs, including those CVSs that are located in Target stores. Vaccines are also being given at the Comet Main location in Columbia, South Carolina. And also you can catch a free ride to get your COVID vaccination on the Comet. FEMA is giving out COVID funeral and reimbursements. If you lost a loved one due to COVID, you can see that information on the screen. Other financial resources include SC Bar Association and SC Legal Services. They have a toll-free number and website for rental and mortgage help. SC Housing and Dominion Energy have a rental, energy, and utilities assistance program. Lexington and NAACP and the United Way have a housing stability program. And Food Share offers weekly orders for fruits and vegetables every Wednesday. You can see that information also on the screen. Now, if you or someone you know is having a challenge coping, because we'll always be coping with something, the South Carolina Department of Mental Health has launched SC Hopes. It's a 24-hour assistance line for people to get the help that they need. Now, we mentioned this, I think it was last week or earlier in the week, about the loan forgiveness website program. It is open and available for you to apply, studentaid.gov. I actually visited the website earlier this week, and I'm telling you, it takes less than 5 minutes to fill out, and then they'll email you back and let you know what the deal is. So it's really, really easy to do. And then Friday is the deadline if you have a nonprofit in the city of Columbia that brings tourism and also hotel accommodations to the city. The city of Columbia has some funding available, but like I said, Friday is the deadline for you to apply. You're watching Coping. I'm Tre Tailor. We're giving you info and advice to help you thrive and survive in life, because we will always be coping with something. We are streaming live on the Tailor Made production page on Facebook. That's the home of Coping, hosted by Tre Tailor. Please go over there, hit like and share and follow, and find out all of the great resources that are available. We're also streaming live on the TailorMade Production YouTube channel. There you will find count them, 3 years worth of information, interviews, and resources to help you cope with whatever you're coping with right now. We also have a presence on Instagram and also on Twitter. We are getting ready to cope with community. Jonnieka Farr and Jonnieka Jonnieka, I just lost the young lady's name. Oliver are going to join us to tell us about the ECEC, that and more coming up next on Coping. I'm Tre Tailor. We'll be right back.
Computers, they're a part of our everyday life. But when they're not working, they're an everyday problem. So call Computers Unique, your everyday solution. 803-351-5821. Is your computer running slow? Won't turn on? Do you need a screen replaced? Or maybe you just need another computer? Well, Computers Unique is your one-stop shop for all your computer needs. They have a wide variety of new and pre-owned PCs, Macs, and tablets. So call Computers Unique, Dutch Square Mall. 803-351-5821. 803-351-5821.
Hi, I'm Judy Gatson. As a news anchor, wife, and mom, I know how important it is to take care of our health. Part of taking care of our health is knowing if you're at risk of type 2 diabetes. Prediabetes is a serious health condition and puts you at risk for developing type 2 diabetes. It's estimated that more than 1.3 million South Carolinians have it, and up to 90% have no idea. Take a moment to visit inittogethersc.org to take an online test to find out your risk of prediabetes and how to join a diabetes prevention program that takes the guesswork out of losing weight, eating better, and being more active. You can learn new ways to stay healthy and sustain those changes over time. When you join, you'll even get support from a trained lifestyle coach to help you set and achieve realistic goals. Go to inittogethersc.org, brought to you by the Diabetes Action Council of South Carolina.
Hey there, thank you again so much for joining us for Coping. I'm Tre Tailor, and we are giving you info and advice to help you thrive and survive in life, because we'll always be coping with something. We are streaming live on the TailorMade Production page on Facebook. Please go over there, hit like and share and follow. We're streaming live on the YouTube channel also. We would love for you to subscribe and check out 3 years worth of interviews, information, and resources. We also have a presence on Instagram and also on Twitter. Hey, don't forget to post, share, like, and follow, and comment. If you have a comment in the comment section, we'll be glad to get it to our guests. Today, we're coping with community. Jonnieka Farr launched the ECEC. It's the Northeast Columbia Empowerment Coalition. It's a nonprofit that empowers all sectors of the community through civic action and engagement. Jonnieka Oliver also works with the effort, and they join us today on Coping. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Let me ask you first, Jonnieka. You are entrenched in the community. I mean, I remember interviewing you. I don't know if it was last year or year before last when you ran for a seat with county council. Why did you, one, decide to continue to engage in the community and then launch this initiative?
I guess to start with, I definitely understand the importance of being engaged in the community. That's why I ran for office. We definitely want our leaders to make sure that they're entrenched and engaged in the community. And secondly, you continue to see things that are happening within your community that are not being handled, the answers are not being provided. And we understand that governmental officials, legislators, they can't do all of the work. And so it takes community partners to do the work. And so we launched this program back in May and June of this year. And it was exactly what our mission is for, and that's to engage our communities, be a part of the solutions. We noticed food shortages, issues, concerns with our youth, just different sectors of our community that needed that extra touch. And so we launched the Northeast Columbia Empowerment Coalition to do just that.
Great. Jonnieka, who does the ECEC serve?
So it serves all sectors of the community. Previously, we did work with our youth. It was all focused on our youth and youth engagement and youth empowerment. And our upcoming event is going to focus on seniors. So it's not just one part, it's all sectors of the community, and just making sure that we engage with our community partners and collaborate with our different faith-based organizations and community partners throughout the Northeast Columbia area.
Yeah, we're going to get to the event in just a couple of minutes. But Jonnieka, how does it serve all of these sectors? I mean, we've got so many people in the community, so many different demographics, so many different needs. So how is ECEC serving each one of those demographics?
I hear you loud and clear. So we're the NECEC.
Oh, NEC. I missed a letter.
That's fine. That is fine. And again, there's no need, in my opinion, in a lot of people who are in the community, there's no need to reinvent the wheel. So to, impact different sectors of our community, we collaborate and partner with different organizations that are in our communities that are already doing the work. And so we are someone that can bring those resources together so that we can do just that, empower different sectors of our community. And like I started in the beginning when we discussed what we are all about, our governmental officials cannot do it on their own. You can't expect them to do everything on their own. They need people here in the community to do the work. And I'm seeing now that there are a great deal of grants that are being offered to people who are doing community work. And that's so important because, again, they can't do the work, but they understand the federal government, the state government understands that they need community partnerships, those who are entrenched in the communities doing the work to empower them. So when we collaborate and partner with other organizations, that's how we can tackle and handle the different sectors of the community that need empowerment.
That's Jonnieka Farr. She is with the NECEC, the Northeast and Columbia Empowerment Coalition. Jonnieka Oliver also joins us. Tell me about the services that the NECEC provides, Jonnieka.
So what we do is we are a resource. And so, again, we partner with other organizations. The number one partnership that we have is with the Midlands Area Food Bank, and that's to make sure that those that are in our community are not experiencing food shortages. We see now how our groceries and food in general has increased astronomically. And so with the upcoming holidays approaching, we're about a month away from Thanksgiving. Expenses for everything are about to increase. And so our number one goal is that we're a buffer during these times. Every quarter, we will run and have an event. And that's our number one goal, is to make sure that those within the community are not experiencing a food crisis shortage. And so that's one area that we definitely impact greatly.
Yeah, that's so big because I don't know if you heard, I did a story earlier today about the need for students. Our students are going to school hungry, they're going home hungry. And between that and unemployment and the prices of food, as you mentioned, and let's not talk about not having access to grocery stores or to fresh fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes, it's almost like we're living in some kind of third world country, as rich a country as we live in. So I love that you are, providing that access. Jonnieka, how do people utilize the services like the food distribution?
So we make sure that anytime that people come to our events, one, the food is free. And we give out those bags of food, as you saw on the pictures before, that we give out those bags of foods to anyone. So this time is focused on seniors, but it is anyone that would like to come to this event. We're going to be handing out those bags of foods. We partner with the Midlands Food Bank to do another 200 bags of food. And so they can come out and gather those pretty much donations, but also link them to resources in the community. I think that's the number one thing. We have to have linkage to community resources because it's not just NECEC. It is all of us working together to make sure that we're collaborating and partnering with our community partners.
Right. So you mentioned the event, and I do want to mention it in just a minute, but I do want to ask, I know you said you're going to have food available at that event. So are you guys hosting events on a regular basis where you're distributing food?
So this is done every quarter.
Okay.
So last quarter it was done in August. We're going to have this event in November, and then we'll kind of slow down for the Thanksgiving, Christmas holidays, and come back up in 2023 and get moving again. So it is done every quarter. We're a small group, but we're mighty. So it's just making sure that we are impacting and putting our hands to work. I think that's the most important thing, because collaboration with you and other community providers, this is what makes any CEC collaboration and partnership and empowering everyone to just put their hands to work. And of course, we have our young people at almost every event because we want to encourage and empower them also, because they are our future of tomorrow.
Yeah, awesome, awesome, definitely. Jonnieka Oliver joins us. She is with NECEC along with founder Jonnieka Farr. We talked a couple of times about a program, an event that you're having in November. It's called A Community of Care, Collaboration and Partnership to Empower Seniors. Jonnieka, tell us about this event.
Well, again, you've already given the title, and it's a collaboration and partnership to empower seniors. And what we are looking to do is just that: empower seniors, make sure that they have access and understand all of the resources that are available to them. Um, the event will be held at Brooklyn Baptist Northeast Church, and that's 1208 Summit Parkway, and it's from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And what we want to do is not only empower seniors, but also caretakers, their families, and the youth that are in our community. We will have Richland County Sheriff Department's Project Hope. They have this division who supports and makes sure that seniors are in our community are not being taken advantage of. And so they have a special unit who provides information on protecting your identity, not becoming victims of these nefarious organizations and businesses who target seniors. And if they dare to do so, they will let them know, the sheriff's department will let them know what legalities and what kind of areas they can look to prosecute, and just understand the laws that surrounds that. We'll also have AARP South Carolina who's available. I'm coming up on that age, and so I will be definitely listening out for the benefits of being a member of AARP.
It's some good benefits, girl. I'm trying to tell you.
Yes, I am embracing. We'll have the Department on Aging, who has a wonderful Guardian Ad Litem program, along with other, resources that they provide. We'll have Senior Resources that are there, who does wonderful work in our community. We've collaborated with Orange Hope's Senior Initiatives. They do wonderful work in the community, targeting seniors, empowering seniors. They've just come off their pageant. They had a senior pageant, their first senior pageant. And it's just beautiful to see our seniors who are thriving, giving us something to look forward to. And we'll also have Dr. Patrick Dix. He is a well-known professor, a doctor with automation and information and technology. And for those of us who are used to using cash and used to writing checks, that is becoming more a thing of the past. So he will give information in regards to safely navigating this new world that we're encountering, understanding the safety of utilizing links and just being more digital when it comes to commerce and how you conduct a business here in this new age that we're living in. So we'll have that, along with other partners who will be a part of this, just to empower and inform seniors and their caretakers in the community. Jonnieka, you want to give some more? I might have missed a few people that will be there.
I think the only one that you missed, Jonnieka, was the Medicare insurance with LaShonda Battle. She's going to be there talking about Medicare, which is a very important resource that our seniors definitely need. And so she'll be there also, just to kind of give information on access. And, Medicare has changed over the years. And so just having that access and having that information will be there. So at this event, not only will we be passing out the bags of food, but we're going to also have those resources there. We're going to have also just kind of refreshments. We know we're focused on seniors, but we want to make sure that our environment welcomes them to the event. So our kids will be greeting them at the door, because that's what's important. We want to make sure that we're ushering in an experience for them, and just say thank you to Brooklyn Northeast Baptist Church at 1203 Summit Parkway, because we appreciate this partnership with them, because they didn't have to open their doors to us to have this event. So I definitely want to just give them a shout out and say thank you to Brooklyn Northeast Baptist Church.
Yeah. It sounds like it is just going to be like a well-rounded program to give seniors a little bit of everything that they need: physical, mental, emotional, financial, and all of these things that that people need. So it is open to the public, but the resources are primarily targeted for, I'm saying, when you say seniors 65 and older.
Well, I just learned at an event I attended last week, the senior pageant through the city of Columbia, that seniors are 50 plus.
Oh, okay.
So,
and it was a great pageant. It was a great event.
I should try to get into it.
hey, so AARP, here I come. Yes.
Yeah. I tell you, girl, don't sleep on those benefits.
I will not. And,
Yes.
and that's really, and I'm glad you said that, because when Ms. Oliver talked about Medicare, there are benefits that people who they may not be aware of that you're eligible for. And so it will be a great opportunity for them to access something that they had no idea they were eligible to access.
Right. So caregivers, grandma, moms and dads, bring aunties and uncles, bring your senior friends and family members out to this amazing event. It's free, and the resources are free. There's free refreshments, and also you're going to give everyone a bag of groceries to leave with: health, safety, communications, technology, links to community resources. It's from 9 until 11 on Saturday, November 5th at our Brooklyn Baptist Church Northeast in the Summit community. So come on out. So if people want more information, they don't have to register or anything. If people want more information about the program next Saturday and about anything else you guys are doing, how can they reach out to you?
Well, definitely call us. Our telephone number is 803-250-5373. Our email is NECEC for you. You have it posted at gmail.com. And then again, we are on Facebook and Instagram at NECEC or Northeast Columbia Empowerment Coalition. We definitely ask that you call us if you have questions, if you want to partner with us as we work towards our next event during the upcoming quarter. And the youth, as Ms. Oliver stated, they are always a part of our initiatives. And so we always want them to know and understand how important they are to our communities. And so they partner with us, our last event and this event. They are the helm of what we're doing.
So Jonnieka, when is the next event? I know Shanika said after this event, you're going to kind of take a break through the beginning of the year. When is what is the next event?
So again, it will be an empowerment event. We are looking at a forum for people with disabilities. So that will be our next event where we are targeting efforts to empower that community.
Awesome.
So, yes.
Is there anything that you could you need from the community? How can the community support your efforts with the NECEC?
I'm just continuing to reach out to us, making sure you share information. Again, we're all in this together. And so we're open and welcome for people to contact us and say, hey, what can I do to support? Again, we have these events, and every quarter we will be handing out those bags of food. And so we need assistance when it comes to bagging that food for people in the community. We need assistance when it comes to sharing this information with others. Jonnieka, would you like to give more information on how others can participate and assist us?
I think the biggest part is just making sure that we have volunteers for that event. Again, we're a small but mighty team. So of course we need more hands than we have, because we always want to make sure that we are kind of organized, of course, because we have a lot of different resources that's coming out. So having more people that we can kind of discuss and go through. And of course, each one of the faith-based organizations, because we had that last one at Rehoboth and Brooklyn Northeast, they have been wonderful with helping out and making sure that we have all the logistics for this event, but also just having volunteers. I know Jonnieka said about packing the food, but just having volunteers on hand, because we don't want our seniors to lift bags. We want somebody to take the bags to their car. So that takes power and effort from our community volunteers to do that. I think the other big thing for us in the community is just making sure that we know the resources. Sometimes we don't know. So if you would call us and say, hey, guess what? This is the resource that we have, especially as our next event is coming, because we don't know it all. We do research, but we definitely don't know it all. So if you know something and say, hey, I know you're having this event, did you contact this provider? And again, you give us that information and we're going to reach out.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Jonnieka Oliver and Jonnieka Farr are with the NECEC, the Northeast Columbia Empowerment Coalition. Once again, they have an event coming up next Saturday from 9 until 11, focusing mostly on senior citizens. They've got a myriad of resources available for all people, but particularly seniors. So if you are a senior or know a senior, please come out and take advantage of the free food, the resources, and also a good old bag of groceries, because they always come in handy. For more information, you can see the number on the screen. Call 803-250-5373, 803-250-5373. Jonnieka Oliver, Jonnieka Farr, thank you, ladies, so much for what you're doing for our community. Listen, I don't ever think we get too much of people coming together to provide resources. I mean, we've got so many people that have so many needs, and I'm so glad that not only are you guys in the community doing something, but that you're partnering with other people in the community. There are also their power in numbers, and you guys have certainly taken hold of that and utilized it to your advantage. So thank you so much. Good luck to you. God bless. And don't forget, if you want more information, you can see their information, the number and email address on the screen. Don't forget to support their event coming up, and don't forget to support their efforts. Thank you, ladies, so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you. And thank you for what you do.
Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So listen, if you have a story or initiative that could help someone cope, email Josephine at booking@copingwithtretatailor.com. If you have a product or service that could help someone cope, we would love for you to be a proud sponsor. Please email copingwithtretatailor@gmail.com. We would love for you to join our sponsors, including In It Together SC and the Diabetes Action Council. They sponsor Wellness Wednesday every Wednesday here on Coping with Tre Tailor. Also, Javis Tax Services, Computers Unique, Dutch Square Mall, the Fifth Circuit Solicitor's Office, Attorney Byron Gibson, also the Comet Bus System, Black Pages, Black Expo, and Agape Counseling and Training Services. Coming up tomorrow, Dr. Jane Kelly talks about National Prescription Take Back Day. There's so many reasons why you should not hold on to those old prescriptions and take them back and dispose of them safely. She'll tell us all about it. And then Attorney Ashley Myers will share how to take care of your home. And if you have adult children still in your home, how to take care of them too. That and more coming up tomorrow on Coping. As always, I leave you with a spiritual reading. Today is October 27th, and today our Jesus Calling says, as you become increasingly aware of my presence, you find it easier to discern the way to go. This is one of the practical benefits of living close to me. Instead of wondering about what's down the road ahead or worrying about what you should do if or when, you can concentrate on staying in communication with me. When you actually arrive at a choice point, I will show you what direction to go. Many people are so preoccupied with future plans and decisions that they fail to see the choices they need to make today. Without any conscious awareness, they make their habitual responses. People who live this way find a dullness creeping into their lives. They sleepwalk through their days following well-worn paths of routine. I am the creator of the universe. I am the most creative being imaginable. I will not leave you circling in deeply rooted paths. Instead, I will lead you along fresh trails of adventure. Amen. Revealing to you things that you didn't even know. Stay in communication with me. Follow my guiding presence. That's your Jesus Calling for today, Thursday, October 27th. I'm Tre Tailor. Hey, thank you so much for joining us today. And don't forget about the amazing work that the ladies are doing at the NECEC and their Senior Community Resource event going on next Saturday. Until the next time, I wish you peace and abundant blessings. Take care. God bless. Stay well. And if you're going to be out and about inside with a lot of folks, you still need to wear your mask. But it's not going to matter if you don't wear it over your nose and under your chin. We'll see you tomorrow.
Coping, find peace of mind to survive through whatever. Coping, learning the way that we thrive all together. Coping, finding out what's real. Coping, we can heal, we can heal, we can heal. Coping with stress, coping with strife, bringing hope for success, for improving our life. Coping beyond hoping to do more than survive, ways to live a healthy life. Coping and promoting, learning what you can do, 6 ways to a better you. Coping, find peace of mind to survive